Hello. So today I'll be talking about contract, right? Contract is just a piece of executable code as a particular address. Now, the question now is that what is a contract address? Contract address is just a location on the blockchain whereby you can find the contract, right? So let's say, I have an application on Ethereum, let me give an example, Aave or Compound or I don't know, anyone, keeper DAO or call. Now, a contract is a piece of executable code has been written for that particular application. Now, contract is the location where that piece of code is stored and that you can actually, you know, basically interact with. Now, if you look at these, my very simple contract, it's already deployed. Now the location where it's deployed in my on my chain is simply this address. This is the address of my contract. This is it. Let me paste it here so that I can see. Oh, let me just paste it here. So this is the address of my contract. So or it's a location on the chain where these particular contracts can be found. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the owner of the contract, right? So the owner of the contract, basically in most cases is the person that executes the contract. Sometimes, the address that execute the contract, sometimes it's called a deployer, right? Of the contract. So in this case, I'm simply setting the owner of the contract to the sender. The sender in this case is the person that executed this contract. Remember, I deployed this contract myself. So I am setting myself, my address, as the owner of this particular contract. Now let me show you the screen that shows the contract. Now, if you look at this particular contract I created, right? This is the contract address where we can actually interact with the contract, right? The data, the gas use, the gas price, the gas limit, right? Now, the sender is me. I was the one that executed the contract. So therefore, whenever you are going to check the owner of the contract, it's going to me. So I'm the deployer of this particular contract. And if you try to get, remember, whenever you launch, if you look at the previous code, whenever you deploy the contract, the constructor sets the owner as the message sender, which happens to be me. So the owner in most cases is the sender of these contracts. Easy, right? So that's basically what we have about contract and also what does it mean to be the owner of a contract. Now, one thing that you should know is that the contract address is gotten from, yeah, is gotten from the sender address. Yup. And the nonce simply means number of transactions that the sender has done so far. That's how the contract address is being gotten. And if you look at the account I'm using in this case, it ends with LD2E. This is the contract, right? This is the number of transactions I've done, right? So the contract address is generated from this and also from the nonce. Yeah, that's something that you should know. So that's all I have to talk about today about contract and also, right, what does contract address mean? What does the contract owner means? And I'll see you the next time.